Assalamu alaikum and good morning again to all of my students and whoever is watching this video right now. And I hope and pray that you're all in good health. You're enjoying your day, enjoying the lectures, having good time with all the teachers. So we again in front of each other, and right now we are in a social studies class. And as a child, even you should know a little about economics, what's happening in a society, what happens when we go out, when we see things, when we go for shopping, from where the things come, how do we shop, what is that all process called. So I thought of discussing a little with you because you're mashallah very intelligent kids, you understand everything. So you should need to learn about economics as well, because when you grow up, you should see that how your parents are spending, from they're getting the things, and what is the process of all that, right? So that all is called, if we discuss about that, that is called, when we go for shopping, there are some things we get when we go for shopping. There are like many things in the aisle. There are like different type of biscuits and chips and milk and chocolates, and masalas and all that, right? And we go there and we buy. So if there is a couple of things you need to learn, that all these, from where all these things come, right? Now, all these things come from the people who make it for us and for all the people. Like there are many people who make different things. There are some people who make, they have got factories of chocolate. Some people have factories for drinks. Some people have factories for chips, and they have like for these big things, people have factories and they make things in that. And then there are like people who can bake the bread for you or bake the cakes or biscuits and all that. They make, because when we go out, we have to buy these things, right? So if there's nothing over there, how can we buy? We won't be able to buy anything if there will not be anything in the aisles of the grocery store. There are like even vegetables we buy, the fruits we buy. So all these things, from where are they coming to us? So they are being produced somewhere, right? Yes, they've been making somewhere, they've been produced somewhere, like somebody's making them. So the people who are making them, the places they're making these things which we buy for our living and for our daily grocery and all that, we call it the producers. They produce these things so they can come up to us, right? So the producer is a living thing that makes its own food from maybe sunlight, air, and soil, like the vegetables we buy, the fruits we buy, the chicken and the meat we buy, right? So the producer who is producing all those things, they need the sunlight, for even the animals, for the plants. They have to provide them air and soil to be on. The animals should be on the soil, and they need to grow something on the soil, right? So they are called the producers. Now, the people who are making anything in the factory which comes to us and we use it at home, they are also the producers. Like any kind of drink they're producing, any kind of eatables they're producing, maybe they're chips, maybe they're chocolates, maybe they are noodles, maybe there are pastas, maybe there are like oil, or what else? They're like, they're like whatever you can see in the grocery store mostly, maybe even toys. Like somebody's producing toys for you, so they're making the toys. And for whom they're making those toys? They're making for us, like who are going to buy that. So the people who buys those products, the people who produce those products, the people who buy, they are called consumers. Now, when we buy those products, we are being called consumers, right? So a consumer is a living thing that cannot make its own foods. So consumers get their food, their energy by taking that and then eating that food. So we don't grow our own vegetables. We don't have animals at home, which we feed and take out milk and drink that. So we have to go to the producer to take the milk. We have to go to the producer to take the meat, to take the chicken, to take the fish, to take the vegetables, to buy fruits and all. So we have to go to that producer to have all these things. So producers send it to a place where the consumer, we go and buy, right? So there's a chain. The producers send it to the stores. Now there's a store and there's everything available. Producers have sent it, and now the consumer, like, we're going to go there and we're going to buy over here, right? Now, for example, the person who makes the food or provide the services in the producer, that is called that is called producer, right? The persons who make the food or provides the services, like the person who makes the pizza. Yeah. So he's producing that pizza for the consumers. So we can go, we can buy, and we can eat that, right? Like baking bread, that is, he's also producer. He is making bread, he's making biscuits for us. And we can go and buy that, maybe shawarma and all that. Then there is an hairdresser. Haircutting is that's also producer. The consumer, we go there and we get a haircut, right? So we as consumers go there, and the hairdresser is a producer, right? And even you can be producers. Do you know how you can be producers? Yeah, even kids can be producers by putting up a lemonade stall, and you can produce lemonade and put it on a stall, and you can even sell it. So the consumers will come. When your friends will come to buy, they will be consumers, right? So we're going to just have a look at the chart right now. I'm just going to share with you, right? So that is going to tell us a little about now consumers, okay? Now look at them. They are the consumers, right? Can you see them? Now there's somebody who's sitting on the sofa, is buying online. Have you seen these days? There are a lot of people who are buying online they're shopping online, they're buying things online. So the consumer is like someone who buys goods or services for himself, right? If I go and buy this shirt, somebody has produced this shirt, right? So I went out and I bought that as a consumer. Then somebody made this bracelet, right? Somebody produced this bracelet. So I went out and I bought this bracelet as a consumer. So I went there, I picked up the things, and then I paid for those things, right? So that makes me consumer. So I had to buy markers. So I went out and I bought like a lot of markers, right? So I wanted to have markers. So I went out to the stationery shop. I picked this up and I paid to the shopkeeper and I bought these markers, right? So this is the consumer who go out and take the things which he wants for his living, or maybe want to eat, or maybe want to shop. And that is going to, the person is called consumer, right? So I'm going to share another picture with you. Now this is going to explain both to you once again, right? Now have a look at this. A producer is a person or a business, right? That can be a person, like the hairdresser is a person, or maybe the baker is a person, or maybe that's a business that huge companies have, like big names. They're like big drinks and the chips and the chocolates and the different things, even the shampoos and the soaps, right? We all buy those as well. So that makes goods or provides services, right? and they are called producers. So people produce detergent, they make detergents to wash our clothes, we go and buy detergent. They produce shampoos, we go and buy shampoos. They produce soaps, they produce tissue papers, we go and buy tissue papers for our house because we have to use that. So they are the producers, and we are consumers. Like a consumer is a person or a business that buys or uses the goods or services. So we go, we buy, and then we use those services. Maybe we eat, maybe we wash, maybe we do like a couple of things with that. So producers make things and consumers use things, right? So what we discussed, that producer produce things, they make things, and then a consumer that buys things and then uses it. Easy? Yeah. So this was a little information about the producers who are making things in the factories or maybe in the small places, and then there are consumers who go at this certain place, they buy the things, they come back, and then they use it, right? So this was our social studies class today, in which we have discussed about producers and consumers. I hope you have understood that a little. We will be discussing that again. But right now, I'm saying goodbye to you from this class, and we'll see each other in the next class soon, inshallah. Till then, stay safe, be happy, and enjoy yourself, and be grateful for whatever you have. Okay, so see you soon. See you soon, inshallah. Till then, Allah Hafiz, and bye bye.